Alright, now I have connected my VSWR meter to my home Wi-Fi box. This is the wireless box that's transmitting 2.4 Wi-Fi. Now let me turn on the VSWR meter. Hold on to the power on for 5 seconds. And let go. By default, the readings will be going in a loop. It will show VSWR, pass-through power and refracted power. So while it's going in a loop, and if I see letter R, that's VSWR, P, that's pass-through power, and this strange symbol, that's the refracted power. So I'm waiting for R. Okay, so once I see R, I hit the button once, and it's locked on to VSWR. And if I want to turn on the backlight, I hold on to the button for 2 seconds. There you go, now we have the lit up display. Okay, now let me measure the stock 2.4 Wi-Fi antenna. This is the common one that you get in the computer mall. Okay, the VSWR is showing, and it says 2.1, 2.2 VSWR. Not very good for this frequency, for Wi-Fi basically. Because ideally we should be getting VSWR of 1.5 for the better antennas. So this antenna is not really tuned for the frequency of my Wi-Fi. Now I'm going to test the prober leaf and see if it's suitable for the frequency of my Wi-Fi. Okay, it's much better. The VSWR for my homemade prober leaf is 1.68, 1.69. It fluctuates, but it's still lower than the other antenna, which is from the computer mall. Okay, now we are getting VSWR of 1.18, VSWR of 1.2. So this helical is tuned for the Wi-Fi, and the reason is because I have tuned it manually. When I built this antenna, there's a wave trap here. It's the impedance matching strip, and I have tuned it by moving it up and down and adjusting the angle of the first quarter turn such that I get the lowest VSWR. Okay, now I have the Dimension 7, Wakera Dimension 7 turned on, and I have the VSWR meter attached to the controller, the radio controller. Once I put this on, you'll see the VSWR reading. Okay, it has a VSWR of 1.48. Okay, which is not too bad. Now we're going to test the Hobby King 7 dBi patch antenna. Hobby King 7 dBi patch antenna. Okay, the VSWR is not very good. It's 2.1, 2.2. So obviously it's not tuned for this frequency. Whatever frequency that Walkera Devo 7 is transmitting, the antenna is not tuned for it. So I press the button once. Now the letter R becomes letter P. And we see plus 16.2 P, and that refers to the pass-through power. If I press again, now we see the reflected power. Let me toggle to the reflected power. Yep. This is 16.8. This is the reflected power. So I'm assuming that this SWR meter measures the VSWR by using the pass-through power and the reflected power readings to return the VSWR, which is the R we see here, letter R. So if I want to turn off the backlight to save power, I just hold on 2 seconds and the backlight is gone. And if I want to power off, I just hold the button for 5 seconds and then I release and it's power off. It's a very useful unit for tuning your 2.4 homebrew antennas, or to check how good the antenna you just purchased is. Unfortunately, there isn't one available for 5.8 GHz, but it's still a very good price for a 2.4 GHz VSWR meter. This one costs $90 USD and it's a really handy gadget to have.